Yo guys, what's going on? What's happening? It's your boy Classic, and we are back for another Crew 2 video. And this one's a little bit unplanned, a little bit different, but I wanted to just touch on the information that was released yesterday regarding the Year 1 DLC and the Season Pass, and kind of, what is and what isn't included in the Season Pass, and what, people will and will not get access to at what points. Because there seems to be a little bit of confusion about what is in the season pass, what isn't, and just the content in itself. So I wanted to kind of unwrap it best I could and hopefully explain it in a way that makes sense to people. So Ubisoft released a video last night, short video, just outlining the whole thing, which is in the description below. I'm just going to jump into this. As you can see right now, this is the roadmap for the first year of DLC, and straight off at the top, we have, which I think is pretty cool, every single month from launch for, I presume, at least the first year, we are going to get 2 new vehicles every single month. So it could be, a bike and a boat, or a car and a plane, or whatever. But that is, I think that's super cool. Kind of, a bit more regular than Horizon, which is kind of every 3 months or so. Then we get like a full car pack of like 6, 7 cars. But these cars, right? Every single person who buys this game will get access to these cars for free, 100%. If you have the season pass, you will get access to these cars 7 days before other people. So for someone like me who comes from Rainbow Six Siege, this is very similar to the way they've done it in there, where they release DLC, and if you have the season pass, you get early access to that. But eventually, every person who owns the game will get access to it. So that's number one. 2 new cars every month. Everyone gets access to it. If you have the season pass, 7 days early. The next part of the DLC plan is the kind of major updates, which are scheduled for every 3 months. And those will include a new discipline and a new game feature. So starting December will be the first release of DLC, and that will be the Gator Rush, which is a specific kind of race series for hovercrafts. And within this DLC, we will get 5 new hovercrafts. I'm pretty sure there'll all be hovercrafts or vehicles around that kind of nature. I'm guessing, think of the Everglades and, racing around there. And the other thing is a new rarity level. So as you can see, we currently have common, uncommon, rare, and epic, and they'll be adding legendary to that list. So I'm presuming, street cars, which are now 280, they'll probably be able to be maxed up at to like 300, say. So kind of an extra 20 points. Again, that's guessing, but I think that, seems to fit the narrative of how they're doing it right now, which I think that is seriously cool, because a lot of people, even within 3 or 4 days of the beta, were maxing out cars to 280. And although I didn't get that close, I did start to get epic parts eventually after 2 or 3 days of playing. So if you really wanted to grind out to make them perfect builds on certain cars or boats, whatever, then yeah, I'm super hyped about that, which is pretty cool. So now let's get into the season pass and what you actually get for that extra $30, £30, whatever it may be. Straight off the bat, on day 1, you will get 3 exclusive vehicles, and they are the Spitfire, the Blade Runner 35, and the 911 Turbo, which is kind of cool. Like I said, if you care about any of them, if any of them kind of pique your interest, I'd kind of make sure you have the season pass just in case. The other thing you get with the season pass is a 20% in-game discount. And this 20% discount, I believe, will be off cars, visual upgrades, outfits for your player, that kind of thing. You also, speaking of outfits, you also get a couple of different outfits with the season pass. Some extra t-shirts, shoes, caps, whatever, and an exclusive home location. Now, this is an image of what I'm pretty 99% sure is the exclusive home location, and I'm saying that because kind of the window layout is all different to the standard house. And if you look to the left of this shot, you can see there's like a kind of a balcony walkout area, which isn't in the standard house. And so I'm pretty sure that, based on the wording and what they've said, that this is going to be a one-off home location, exclusive for season pass holders. So in the beta, people found 5 or 6 of the other home bases, which, if you have a season pass, you'll still get those 5, 6 bases, and you will still have the progression of upgrading them as you increase your icon level. But you will also get this exclusive home location specific to the season pass, which is kind of a little bit more brighter and a little bit more fancy, I guess, than the standard house. Which, for me, I think that it's pretty cool, but it's not anything that I'm like super excited to get the season pass for specifically. But again, like the cars, if this kind of thing piques your interest and you fancy it, I'd make sure you get the season pass, just in case. But yeah, that's pretty much outlines it of what you do and do not get. So if you got season pass, 20% discount, unique home location, unique outfits, 3 cars on the day of release, and then 7 days early access to the monthly car packs. One thing they didn't specifically say is with the 3-month DLC, the Gator Rush, the rarity level hovercraft kind of thing, whether or not the season pass holders will get access to that any earlier than anybody else. They specifically said that you would get access to the cars 7 days early. They didn't outline it exactly for the big DLC. So jury's out on that one. But again, 7 days either side of that, if you're super hyped, a super impatient person, then that might be something you want to get a season pass for. But I'm pretty sure those will be across the board, everyone on the same day, just because they didn't outline it exactly. And yeah, I'm super hyped for the legendary rarity level. By the looks of things, the first 2 cars that are going to drop in July are likely to be the FXXK and that MV Augusta bike dragster thing, which again, I'm not super buzzed by any of them, particularly not quite my thing. But yeah, the fact that they're going to be monthly, couple vehicles, I think that's cool. Keeps the game fresh, and yeah, it seemed to work for Rainbow Six Siege's kind of system. So yeah, overall hyped. Hope that explained it. If you have any questions, get them in the comments. And also, if I said anything wrong, get in the comments and trash me for it. So yeah, appreciate it, guys, and see you next time.